everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Audrey Atuka and you have come to the right place. Yes, you. No, don't click off. You have come to the right place. Go ahead and subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, for my new subscribers, I love you so much. So much, you guys. So I just wanted to do like a quick update about this whole fasting thing because it's kind of like been getting on my nerves. I've had discussions about it. I have discussions about a lot of things. I like to talk, so I have discussions about it. So I want to talk about a little bit of the frustrations I've been having when it comes to fasting. Okay, so number one, I feel like in the Western world, if you guys hear noises in the background, my children are up. There are a lot of them. At least in my mind, I feel like there's a lot of them. There's 3 of them, but they feel like there's 10 of them in the house. 2 toddlers, okay? So just saying. I'm so sorry, but I'm not going to get rid of my children just because I want to make a video. Just so I'm letting you guys know it's part of life. Anyways, so I feel like in the Western world, whenever we catch on to a new trend or something, whenever we catch on to something new and it starts trending or people start liking it and more people are doing it, we feel the need to completely feel like we're the only people that actually understand how to do it. Okay, I'll explain it in a better way. Like, people have been fasting for centuries. Like, it's not a new thing. Y'all stop. Like, okay, even people in Africa, okay, because you guys be thinking you guys are smarter than the rest of the world. No. Y'all cut it out. And all of a sudden, there's like so many rules to fasting. And I'm like, fasting was simply don't eat. I almost said don't effing eat. Stop eating. And if you're dry fasting, stop drinking stuff. That's simply what it was. Close my door, please. Thank you.
You have my charger.
Please close my door. That's simply what it was. And then all of a sudden, we've turned it into this thing where it's like there's so many rules and regulations. Well, you can eat till it's 12 o'clock or 12.201. And when you're at 2:01, then you've got to switch to this thing. Like, dude, there are too many rules to this thing now. And it's actually starting to get on my nerves so bad that I feel like subconsciously I've been rebelling against it. So for the past, since the month of November was such a struggle to fast because in my mind, there are just so many rules. I hate rules. I hate rules that make no sense. Rules that get you to a point where you're bound are stupid. One of the reasons why I used to hate fasting in the church, because I'm Christian, one of the reasons I rebelled against fasting in the church a lot of the times when they're like, oh, we're fasting again, was because when you're fasting, there's just I'm really not trying to get set up. So I'm sitting here trying to make the video. Everybody's flushing toilets. Everybody's opening doors. Like, ay.
Yo, funny.
How am I
gonna
funny?
start a video and you know I was in there.
I'm just saying, like, seriously?
This is my sweater.
Oh my god. Anyways, but like, I think I want something spicy. I think I want like really spicy food. I heard they have like a bunch of African places, but I think I'll wait to the cities to eat food tomorrow because I will get Nigerian food once we get to the cities tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bomb deliciosos. Even though I've been overdoing food. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I feel like there's just too many rules and regulations, and the rules and regulations are really not serving me. They're not serving me at this point because fasting was fun, and now I feel like it's not fun for me. It's not fun because there's just too many rules, too many regulations. Do it this long, do it that long. Just shut up. Don't tell nobody what to do. Listen to your body when you are fasting. Don't listen to all the rules, whatever. Yes, start somewhere, okay? Don't get me wrong. Start somewhere. Are all these like trend stuff now, like whatever, like beneficial to somebody? Yes, they might be beneficial to you to start. But the whole point of fasting is to Get reacquainted with your own body to be able to hear your own body and what it needs and wants. And my needs are not going to be the same as yours. Your needs are not going to be the same as mine. So we have to actually like make an effort to get to know our bodies. My thing just keeps jiggling all over the place and stuff. Like, please stand still. I'm using my selfie stick to hold my phone, and it just keeps like wobbling back and forth. So hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm sorry, I digress. But everybody should just mind your own damn business and do your own fast your own way. Don't tell somebody else how to do their own fast. Like, I will never tell you like you should do it for this amount of hours or whatever and stuff like that. No, do what feels right for your own body. And this is one thing that I've learned, right? Because when there's so many rules, when you slip up, you literally will hold yourself to shame and guilt for the longest periods of time. You're just gonna feel like you're just gonna spiral. So what happens is like you have one moment of an accident. So if you have like an oopsie moment where it's like, oh my god, I ate the chocolate, because mine it would be chocolate. I ate the chocolate. Okay, and then it's like, oh, I messed up. I messed up bad. Now I'm eating a whole box of chocolate. And it was one piece of chocolate. I could have just like, okay, whatever, I'm starting all over, it's fine, whatever. And now I spiral, I'm eating chocolate. It's like, oh, I already messed up my fast anyways. Okay, is that a burger? Ooh, I'll take that with some extra sauce on it, please, thank you. Is that bacon? Oh, I'll take that too. And then you spiral, you're like, what's the point? What's the point? And one thing that I've learned is you cannot restrict yourself to these rules, because when you mess up on rules are like laws. Like, okay, let me use Christian examples because that's the only thing I can really use, right? Like when they're like, don't sin, don't sin, don't sin, and then you commit one sin, or what you in your mind you think it's a sin because everybody else already said it was a sin, whatever. You commit one sin, you will spiral. You're like, I already committed the sin, I might as well finish it. You see what I'm saying? And then pretty soon you're like feeling lousy, you keep condemning yourself, and you just keep spiraling even more. But if at the point where you like, okay, I committed a sin, so what? I'm perfection in Christ. And you realize that that's my old nature. Listen, okay, do over, hello. And not condemn yourself and stay in shame and guilt and all that stuff, you'd be so much better off. Anyways, that's what I'm learning with the fasting situation. So that's what bothers me about fasting. There's too many rules and regulations to this fasting thing. Secondly, the point two, okay? Because you know I have lots of points. But point two is deprivation is not for me, y'all. Like deprivation, I just feel like deprivation, if you tell me don't touch it, chances are I will touch it. I'm just saying. I'm a 31-year-old woman. If you tell me not to touch that thing, I will touch it. If you tell me not to do something, I really want to do it. I really want to. That's just how we are. That's just human nature. Bodily nature says, that thing they told me not to do, I might just do it. I might just do it, right? And in that sense, it's like fasting just like, it's like, you can't have it. You can't have it. And when I go extended periods of times of not being able to have what I really want to have, I crash. I crash, and I crash hard. Sorry, my son is crying. He's really loud. He's so tired. And he won't sleep. He's tired. He won't sleep. Anyways, but I crash. And when I crash very hard. And so that's the second thing that I've noticed. So I haven't really been fasting. What I want to do is I will reset in January. That's how I feel. I feel like, let me just get through the holidays. The holidays have been very hard. And the reason I say very hard is because I was trying to restrict myself to a certain routine. But it's causing me to feel deprived, which is causing me to actually even overdo food even more, which I normally wouldn't do, because, and then you feel stupid afterwards. It's like, wait, what? You weren't even hungry for that thing. Why'd you even eat it? Why'd you eat it? And then you feel bad. You stay in guilt and shame. Guilt and shame will have you staying fat. I promise you, guilt and shame will hold on to fat storages for you. The way to get rid of it is to get into better emotions and stuff. So it's like letting go of those feelings of like, yeah, I messed up, but I know how to fix it, because once I get myself into this productive state of like, okay, I'm going to now focus on like doing a better job, at what I've set out to do, then it works out. But if I'm like restricting myself to like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do and stuff, and then I don't meet up, and you know the funniest thing is my husband just walked in and grabbed an iPad or whatever, but like he's probably looking at me like, didn't I tell you this though? Didn't I tell you this before you started? He's always like, I told you so, I told you so. I don't need to hear that you told me so. I learned it now, okay? Okay, so I haven't weighed myself. I came back from a trip today. I was gone for 2 days. I haven't weighed myself yet, but I was at 170. I have gained 5 pounds since the beginning of November. The beginning of November till now, I think I started the month of November at 165, and I am currently 170. It's not a lot, but in my mind, my ego, okay, keeps telling me you've gained 20 freaking pounds. And I think I'm retaining a lot of fluids. I feel like drinking salt water, for those of you that do the salt water situations and stuff like that, I feel like salt water makes me retain fluids. I'm not sure about it, but I feel like whenever I ingest like salt water or whatever, it just makes me feel like I'm retaining fluids because I'm not exercising or moving around as I should. So I don't know if I'm off on that, but yeah, I don't know if I'm off on that or anything, but I'll keep studying it to see if that's actually what it is, or maybe I might just be close to having like a menstrual cycle or something like that, and I could just be super bloated, but it makes me feel bloated pretty much. But anyways, I'm like 11 minutes into this video. I really need to stop talking, but those are the two major things that I have noticed. My third thing will be an encouragement for anybody else that's fasting. Just start. Stop being fearful. Just start. I noticed that like my best tip that I can give anybody is stay busy. Stay creatively busy when you are fasting, because you won't think of food when you are busy focusing on creativity or being creative, like creating something. When we are creating something, we're in like our true state of being, because we are creators. God created us to be creators. You know what I'm saying? Like we're created just like him. And if we're just like him, we're able to create. And so when you are a creator, that's like your best moment. That's your shining moments, right? So whatever it is that you create, for some people, like for me, I love to journal. I love doing like write-ups and stuff like that. Y'all see my write-ups. This is like a video concept thing. I'm going to start doing a bunch of teaching videos that I'm going to put on my channel to help people that want to heal or begin their healing process, or even identify people around themselves that need that healing process and stuff like that. So I believe that our whole life's journey is a healing process, and whether you like it or not, sooner or later you're gonna have to start healing process. If you don't, you're going to have to. There's no way around it. There's no way around that healing process. You can decide to deflect for the longest of times, but if you're going to continue to live life, you're going to have to face those things and actually heal and get to the healing place, right? Anyways, but I ramble on, I digress, but I really wanted to encourage everybody that is fasting. You can make up your own rules to start out with. Listen to your gut feeling. It will let you know like innately what you are doing right, what you're not doing right. Take from other people. Like you can watch videos, like you can watch my videos, of course. Definitely subscribe, shameless plug. But definitely watch people's videos, but don't completely take what they like. Don't, like, you could take a bunch of stuff from different people, right? And then make up what best suits you. You don't have to like stick to someone's formula. It's like, okay, this is the way you fast. There's no this is the way you fast. Fasting simply means stay away from water, stay away from food. If you're dry fasting, if you're water fasting, then you know you're drinking just water. There are variations to fasting. I've seen people who do bone broth soups and stuff, which I think is pretty delicious. But the only problem with that, the downside for me, is I like meat. So I think I'm switching to the carnivore diet because I am a carnivore. Like, I eat a lot of meat. I like meat. I'm not gonna lie. I like meat. Anyways, I hope that someday I can be like a sponsored, some meat company will sponsor me and just send me free meats or something like that. I'm just saying. That's the dumbest sponsorship stuff. But anyways, if you work for a meat company and you want to send me meat to review, go ahead and do so. I will cook them and review them, okay, and eat them. That's the part I'm focused on. But I love you guys. I will see you guys in another video. Hopefully you guys got something out of this video anyways. But I like to ramble and I like to talk, and I'm just gonna put it here, and you guys can watch it if you feel like watching it. If you don't feel like watching it, do whatever you want. But that's the whole point of this video. Do whatever you want when it comes to fasting, because eventually you'll figure out your body. Your body will let you know messages. It will tell you what it needs and what it wants and what feels good and what doesn't feel good. When I've been fasting for a while, there's certain foods I know darn well don't sit right in my body. But sometimes I just force myself through it anyways. I'm like, it's delicious, but my body's hurting. And I just go through the process. But eventually then you learn, you're like, really? Do you really want to be putting yourself through this though? Like, really? Really? And then you just stop habits. So habits will fall away the more you stick to wanting to fast, okay? The more you stick to fasting and stuff like that, habits will die away. They literally fall away. But if you're trying to push, if you're pushing to cure the symptoms, right? Like if you're so focused on the symptoms, you're not going to cure the root cause of problems. But if you're focused on the root cause of problems, you're going to figure out the symptoms just die away by themselves. So pretty much it looks like, I feel like this is another video for another time though. I do. I feel like it's a video for another time. Anyways, stay tuned to that video. I will talk about root causes and how to cure symptoms, okay? Because we always focus on symptoms, not realizing that there's a reason why that's happening. But what is the main reason? Like, I get that you're scared, but why are you scared? Like, what's scaring you? Like, can we get to the root cause of that? Why is that thing actually triggering you right now? Like, yeah, I get that you're mad. I get it. I get it. I don't feel how you feel. I can only imagine. I can't possibly even imagine sometimes. But why are you being triggered? Where is it coming from? Where did it start? Those are the kinds of things that I like to do. That's the kind of work that I love to help people do. Anyways, I will talk to you guys in another video. Be sure to subscribe, you guys. Like, it's very important that you subscribe, because if you want to be notified when I post a video too, definitely click that bell. You will get updates on when I post a video. Definitely do that for me. Comment on the video. It helps me out if you comment, because it just lets me know I'm not in this by myself and I'm just not rambling on or whatever and stuff like that or whatever. And if you are annoyed by my rambling, just put down there like, yo, you ramble, girl, and I'll be like, love you, and you'll be just fine. Anyways, subscribe to my channel. I will talk to you guys soon. Love you guys. Remember that you are the light. Shine your light very bright, because it's your light that frees others to be themselves. Poof.